Do you want to know one of the saddest realizations I recently had? Was that as a liberal woman, it is really hard to find a man who is willing to play the more traditional masculine role in the relationship in today's day and age, who is not a conservative. A man who wants to pay on the first date, who wants to open your door, who has that want and desire to take care of you and to provide, who is not a conservative. And obviously, as a liberal woman, I do want to be respected for my independence. And I do want to have my own autonomy in the relationship and not be confined or conform to the traditional female homemaker, childbearing role. And most of the men that I've dated who do have that more natural provider masculinity about them are normally conservative. So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to compromise my morals and values just to find a man. But am I asking to have my cake and eat it too?
What is it?
8.
8?
8?
8.
Sweetheart,
He's gonna get
Just
some
starting
milk.
out.
You know,
Are you disappointed with 8, or are you just kind of like
He looks
surprised at 8?
You know,
A lot of people are
wanna say sorry to
disappointed
your
by
father?
8.
8. Wow. I guess the 8 don't hate.
8 don't hate.
Yeah, 8 don't hate. I can't hate over the 8.
Obviously you are. Why
Should
does
we
a
get
body
into
count
it? Should we
count?
get into-
You can see the body language of her father when he heard her body count. He was disappointed, but he just didn't want to verbalize it. And this is the result of what feminism and the degradation of society has caused to people. It's unfortunate.
I don't have kids, but if I were a parent and my child came to me and said, I don't feel comfortable embodying the name, Mom, like I want to be this or I want to be that, like I would, but I'm very open and accepting, and I would
You would
allow my
sterilize
child.
your own child?
That's what it came down. If that's what you want to call it, is
Well, that's
sterilizing
what
my
happens.
child. Then so be it.
And that's because your child, when they know when they believe in Santa Claus, they know exactly what they want. They're not going to change their mind. Is that correct?
You know what?
Are we listening to this stance we're making here?
Hey, you know what? I'm just sorry, but I believe in letting people
fair.
people be who they want to be.
Happy to sterilize their own child. We got enough info out of her.
Yeah,
That's good.
yep.
Like,
Getting
there's
the
a
shot?
difference,
Yeah.
right, between being a mom and not being a mom. So if you don't know what the you're saying, just shut up. He's 6 years old. I would never put anything in his body that's not supposed to be there.
The great book is actually written by a woman. It's called How to Play Hardball Like a Man. It explains that the way female children and male children evolve drills in hierarchy. When boys are at unstructured play, meaning they get to go play whatever game they want at recess in primary school, boys play games that require hierarchy. Team sports like football, basketball, you have a position with a clear defined role. There's a captain of the team, someone above you. And there's a such thing as winning. And when you win or lose, it establishes a hierarchy or an imbalance, which boys respect. Conversely, when girls receive unstructured play, they play games that do not require sophisticated teams. They'll play hopscotch. Well, how do you win at hopscotch? You don't. It's not about winning. They play house. They play dolls. How do you win at dolls? You don't win. It's not about winning. It's about the communal experience with one another. And all of the games that they play are egalitarian, meaning there's no hierarchy. There's no hierarchy in hopscotch. There's no hierarchy in playing dolls. And here's the difference between male and female children when observed at play. In a natural state, boys will come to a conflict and they'll say, okay, jump ball, throw the ball up, we'll resolve it that way. They can move the game along. When girls are observed and they have a disagreement at play, you know what they do?
They team up?
They stop playing. They end the game. Because it's all about the relationship. And if we're not feeling happy about each other, the game has to stop. So that's based on research. That's a book called Hardball for Women by Patricia.
Steakhouse.
What's like your type in women?
It's fine.
But like,
But I like low key. I like introverted. I like feminine. I don't like girls who party or club or anything like that. I like girls who have some substance, some depth. They like to do things like we can kick it in the crib all
Would
day.
you f her?
Would I f her?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Because I did.
Because you did. And
Even if it was like with a condom.
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, have you seen my? You
No.
haven't, but like it's on Google. But like it's nice.
I don't dispute that, but I wouldn't f you.
Why?
This is absolutely sad, and this is what's being taught to the younger generation. Women like this woman over here is teaching young girls to engage in this type of behavior and to sell themselves because of the love of money. And unfortunately, eventually it'll catch up to her in the end. And what younger girls don't know is these things is not something that they should engage in, because not many people are making the money that these people claim they're making as well. So they end up going into this type of field and then suffer the consequences for it later, which is absolutely sad that this is being shown to people.
I just can't. It's just a turn off for me.
Does it make you uncomfy that anyone can look up your name and see your...
No, because I love performing. I did like performing. I just couldn't handle the day.
Do you want to get married when you're older? Or have kids?
Literally, yeah, I'll have kids. Like, I think I'll be out of LA and everything by the time I'm like 26, and like I want to have kids and like have like a little, like maybe put them in like a little like farm.
Does it ever like worry you, like when your children are older, that they'll see your naked body on the internet?
You know, it actually doesn't.
No.
So why are you
No, like
thinking...
Kim Kardashian has her body on the internet and like stuff like that. You know, it's like, it's just like, you know, like, and honestly, like we've all probably, have y'all all had like your nudes exposed like before, like maybe once in high school or whatever? Like,
No.
Really?
No.
First of
Wow.
all, who is watching like 10-year-old?
You have you never been to public school?
Sorry.
What the heck did that have to do with anything? And this is what I mean. They're being influenced by the older generation, and then women like her will influence the younger generation. Look at the example one of them brought up. Kim Kardashian was her example. And then younger girls will be watching her and say, well, she did it, so I can do it too. Not knowing that many of them don't make the money that these people have made, and then they eventually face the consequences of it in the future. And it's absolutely sad and disgusting. And the fact that this one said there's cases where kids have been bullied and then they eventually end their lives due to their parents being selfish.
Yeah, but why are we fantasizing about children watching that?
That's not fantasizing. It's just reality. Kids know how to get on the internet, and their friends are smart. They know how to look up their friends'
Maybe
mom's
we should
names.
shame the parents who are
Yeah.
passing their prejudice
the
onto their
parents-
children and teaching their
Exactly.
children it's okay to bully other kids for what their
It's
parents
just like
do for work.
it's just a character, like it just shows like their character.
So we should bully the parents and shame the parents who are teaching their kids to shame you for the behavior you're engaging in. Don't judge me, but I will judge you for judging me. Make that make sense.
Yeah.
It's not a past prejudice. I think everybody is on the same page that like
If
that's
your kid
just
came up
not.
to you and was like,
So
"Mommy,
we
I looked up
actually
porn," like,
can't talk
oh
about
yeah, you're so
children
right. You're so right. I'm sorry.
watching that stuff.
But like, you, like in
But-
comment, like no, like you know, like I think it's like shows your character as a parent, and like my kids will always know never to judge anyone. That's how I'm gonna raise my kids. So
Do you plan on
They'll never judge anyone except for the people who don't like what I do. Then they'll judge you. And anyone who disagrees with me will judge you. But we're not going to judge anyone, though. I'm going to teach my kids not to be jujudgmental unless you disagree with me.
having kids with the guy you're already married to?
of course, 100%.
Do you want to think that...
I think I'm gonna get my eggs frozen lately because I've been like researching lately, and like apparently it's good to get your.
So you
eggs-
want multiple
I literally-
baby daddies?
No.
So you're just going to have kids with that one guy you're married to?
Yeah, I mean Zerka's like my best friend, and like I ended up like actually liking having a relationship with him and everything. But, like he'd be fucking right now, and like I genuinely like do like Brian. I think we'd have like a cute relationship. But,
So
like,
would you want to have kids with Brian?
No.
But you...
Wait, are you legally married?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I wouldn't have kids with Brian just because like I feel like I think Brian's hot and everything, but like that's it.
It's absolutely sad what society has come to, that this is the type of behavior that people are condoning, and they're saying that we don't judge anyone, although they're judging the people who disagree with them. This whole sentiment of don't judge me is the biggest load of bullcrap that has ever come in the world. Everyone judges. It's a human behavior. Judging is also a good thing. You can judge right from wrong and wrong from right. That's how we live as a society. But they've pushed so much propaganda in society that now people don't want to judge because they just want to engage in their despicable, disgraceful acts is all it is. But anyway, that was another video, another reaction. As I usually say, if you guys enjoyed the video, like the video as much as possible, comment down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at YinkaThatGuy, and I'm out.